Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool, and this is Gems of War. And today we have the Invasion event teams high, mid, and low, as well as a new craftable boss troop that's similar to ZUUL'Goth or CT. Pretty cool. There's been a couple little changes to some troops, some buffs, some nerfs, whatever you want to say. I got to get on the website and read it to you. But yeah, it's our weekly preview for Shentang, Underspire teams, soulforge. Soulforge is interesting this week, so yeah. But we'll do invasion teams first, and hopefully you had a good vault weekend. But let me set up the stream. We will run an auto battle like we always do while I set it up. Shouldn't take me too long, 3 to 4 to 5 minutes max. So trials, 225. Let's see if the AI can win. Can auto battles give you a pet? I don't know. We're about to see. Alright, jumping over. I got a thumbnail. That's cool. Sauna, thank you so much for the gifted in the ghost train. Appreciate it. Running out there. Cape of flowing, sword of shining. Let's go. Good start. Alright, copy this. Run an auto battle. Okay. Alright, so I'm setting her up. Setting her up. Dialing her in. Turning the key. Turning on the defrost. You know the deal. Rolling down the windows. Do we have a is the color of the train black? Maybe the sun makes it really hot and then you have to like open all your doors before you even get in there. My car's freaking black and it's always super hot. Anybody else have that problem? We got black asphalt out here, then my car's black, and then the sun shines right on it for hours and hours and hours and hours. And then when I go to get in it, it's freaking hot. To open all the doors, open all the windows, turn on the air. Who else has that problem? Alright, jumping over to the chat, gonna say hi. Got CCR, we got Funky Town. Hit that like, turn your ticket into the train. Alright, no, I'm not AI, even though I'm playing an auto battle. Alright, we got Gems of War Invasion. Gems of War Boss. Gems of War Soulforge. Whoops, I put Soil Forge. Soulforge. It is kind of the Soil Forge. They need to fix it a little bit, don't they? Gems of War, I'm gonna put ZUUL'Goth, even though it's not ZUUL'Goth. ZUUL'Goth, similar. Similar to ZUUL'Goth. Similar to CT, really. I think it's like, from reading the spell, I haven't crafted it yet. I'm gonna like craft it on stream today. As soon as we get done with the invasion teams, I'll go craft that new boss troop. Takes 8 power orbs, like usual. My first glance at it, it looks like a better CT, kind of. Might even be, it could be better than ZUUL'Goth. I don't know yet. I'm not saying it's not. Just first glance, makes a bunch of different colored mana potions, which could connect and make a big extra turn. It's kind of like, you know how like ZUUL'Goth puts a bunch of skulls on the board and usually it gets an extra turn? It's a pretty good chance, like 75% chance or something. Plus that does damage, and then that goes well with like Centurigon and High King Iron Gut and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's going to beat out ZUUL'Goth, but we'll have to see. I'm not saying it isn't possible. Alright, let's turn these ads down, because I know some of y'all out there don't like any ads. You don't want nothing. I try. Do my best. At least hit the like, you know? Alright, got that. Let's copy this and throw it up here. Boop, boop, bang. Paste. Save. I think I'm about ready. Just need to get my phone on for backup. Good day or good morning, CCR, and good day, Funky Town. Struggling this morning. Had to put my kid out last night. She's dating some freeloader. Oh no. That's not cool, man. Sorry about that, bro. It's not me, man. It's not me. I'm not dating. I've only got Mrs. Senny. I'm not the freeloader. Alright. Ready to go. Yeah, I think Sauna had an appointment or something, so she's here in spirit, and she put in a gifted, so appreciate it, Sauna. Hopefully everything gets better for everybody. Alright, this auto battle is going well. We have 3 troops still. They only have 2. One of theirs is halfway dead. Both of them are pretty much halfway dead. We just hit them again. I think we would win here. So I don't want to make you sit through this entire fight, but looks pretty good. I think you could win. Alright, let's retreat. Alrighty. So we're going to do invasion first. I already got the troop in the shop. That's something you should probably do first to make sure, just in case you can use it. You never know. Usually it goes along with the restriction for the guild event. So go to the shop. Make sure you grab this troop right here, Zan Wu, just in case. At least that's what I do, so I have access to everything for invasion. The shop, I like to buy up to the weapon, at least. Depends where you're at in the game, just like everything I say. Everything I say always depends where you're at in the game. There's things like strategies like not doing Explorer. That's not, I mean, some people, that's fine. But for me right now, that's not my strat. Another thing I want to say is, sometimes y'all say something, okay, and this is I have a big flaw here, it's me. Y'all say something, and then I, like, harp on it, I'll talk crap about it, I'll say that's not the right way to do things. I'm not, like, attacking you personally, it just kind of, like, sets off a rant in my head, you know, and, like, and it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. I just don't. It's like when certain strategies just aren't for everybody, and I don't want everybody to think like everybody should be doing this that this one person's doing. Like, some people are super deep in the game doing their own thing, and like it's not wrong. Whatever they're doing it's not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong for that person. Sometimes like certain strategies kind of like I want to make sure like everybody's not doing that because most people probably shouldn't be. So I don't know. Like you could say something, trigger something like Trey said the other day, he felt like I'm always personally attacking him when I talk about certain things, which I'm obviously not. But it might be because he said something before, and then like 2 weeks later I'm talking about it. But it's not personally attacking him. It's just something that I remember that somebody said, and I don't even remember who it is really. So some of the time it might sound like I'm addressing you in specific, but really I don't even remember who said it, and I'm not personally attacking anybody ever. Especially my friends. Like, I would never do that. But, it might sound like it sometime, but I promise it's not. Alright. So, shop, buy up to the weapon. This weapon is not very good. Just does damage. There's other things that do that way better. We need the new troop. The new troop does extra damage and gives you extra points. So you definitely want the new tower killer. You might even want to get multiples, because this is that type of event where you could use 3 of them, or 2 of them, or 1 of them, or you might want to get multiples, because, like, the invasion, everything's going to be towers eventually, and the tower killer is really good at killing towers, so if every enemy's a tower, and you want to make your whole team out of tower killers, that's fine, that's a good strat. But, like, the raid event, there's always just one boss, so you don't want, like, a whole team of boss killers when you only have one boss. Like, one boss killer can take care of that one boss. When there's 3-4 towers, though, you can have 3-4 tower killers, right? So, good strat might be to... We might even want to get some more here. Let me get them fully ascended. We'll see. Let me make a team. Let's do upgradable, and then let's upgrade everything all the way. Got this Zan Wu. I think it gives armor. Something else. 50% reduction. Give armor to an ally and myself, then enchant and barrier us both. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. So that's the glory shop troop. Here is the tower killer, right? Han Zhen. Han Zhen. Let's fully this. Daniel's here. CCR says, sorry for that funky town. I don't have great advice for that difficult situation. Me either, and I hope I don't have to deal with it later in life, because I might have to. Weezamon, look at you. Should I do Explore 12 grind? LMAO. Hey, that's up to you, man. I say I'm not doing it. I know other streamers are that I really like, but I'm not doing it personally. I'm buying medals, I'm buying deeds. I don't feel the need to do Explore, and I feel like my 20-30 Kingdoms show... Like, if I was sitting here with 1 or 2 20-30 Kingdoms, and, like, I needed a bunch of troops gold eliteed, and that was the thing that was blocking me from getting more 2030 kingdoms, then I'd be an idiot not to do Explore 12 or Underspire or something. But I'm sitting here with 9 or 10 2030 kingdoms. I feel like the way I'm doing it is just fine and it's working for me. So that's what I'm advising everybody else to do. But of course, remember I said very beginning of the game and very end of game. Middle of the game, I'm not telling you to buy every single deed and medal you see. Early in game, maybe not even then. But like super early in the game, just to get your globals, and then later in the game to gold elite mythics and get 2030 kingdoms. What else are you gonna do with your gems? Basically, there's nothing. What else are you gonna do with them? Like at the end of the game, there's nothing else to do with your gems except for buy offers. Like literally, you're gonna do your guild event. You're gonna do your events like always, but you're not gonna like go negative from using gems just to do events once you're at the end game. You're gonna have extra gems to do other things. And what are they for? What are you going to use them for if not to buy offers? Like, I don't understand what you're... Like, we don't stack them up to the moon and just look at them, right? We're going to use them to help us progress in the game. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I just feel like it's just advice that I'm giving to people. I think it's a good way. Instead of wasting your time doing a bunch of Explore where you may or may not get what you're looking for, you're opening random chests, getting random tokens, when you could do the Underspire and get big double gold knockers and silver and bronze, like guaranteed. You could do the vault event and get everything else plus, you know, getting everything you need plus in the vault event. So just do extra vault event instead of extra Explore 12. Buy extra offers, and that'll make up the difference at least. I'm buying medals. I'm not getting random tokens and making a badge, and then getting random tokens, making a badge, getting random tokens, making a badge, then making one medal. Like, I'm buying medal. So it feels like, and plus, there's other places you get medals just from like your guild and stuff. Like, it all adds up to where I feel like I have enough to where if I could, I would do Explore 12, but it would be the last thing I would do every day, and there's no way I'm ever gonna make it to that because I would want to grind PvP for like 2 or 3 hours before I would start grinding Explore 12. And that PvP is the last thing I do every day. So Explore 12 would be the last thing I would do after the last thing I would do after the last thing I would do. Like, I would even want to open my vault keys before I start grinding Explore 12. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just like the last, very, 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 very last thing I would do every day if I was playing for like 5 hours. Most days I'm only playing for 1 or 2 hours. I never make it to that. I barely make it to PvP. I barely make it to vault keys. So if I'm ever playing super long one day and it's not the vault event weekend, it's just a normal day, and I get everything else done that I'm supposed to be doing, all the events, Underspire, my epic trials are completely done, all my factions are done, all my classes are in 100, like everything's done for the day, dungeon, adventure board, everything, you know? And then I go and do my PvP for a long time and get all my gold marks. I do all my Citadel Wars. I get my Monolith buff. I grind a certain amount of VP. And then I open like a certain amount of vault keys, like say 50 or 100, however many I need to open to make sure I have 0 by the time it's the next vault event. And then maybe, if I'm still playing somehow, I go do Explore 12, yeah. I just don't like it's kind of backwards if you're doing it first, or I don't know, in my opinion. Alright, let's get this thing full lead. Legendary. My new account playthroughs got all their global medals just through buying offers. And that was after I bought both armors. And I still had enough gems to do my part in the guild events and for everything else. I don't know. I guess I'm doing level 2 here with orbs. But I get it. There's other streamers out there doing Explore 12, so if they have extra time, then yeah, I get it. They're getting stuff, something they need. I need medals. I need tokens. But there's other things I need to do first that are way more important. That also give me the same thing pretty much. But also, they're giving me like concentrated, better. Doing Explore 12 literally only gives you tokens. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Like, it's one fight, rewards for one fight. Like, if I'm doing an event, I'm getting event rewards, plus whatever else, plus medals. Guaranteed loot instead of random loot, usually. Alright. So we got one of these. We have to use it. It deals damage to an enemy. If they're a tower, deal 3 times, 5 times damage. Based on my ascensions, destroy a random column. So at least it does something cool after it kills the boss. It's usually what we're looking for. We're hoping. Let's see if there's other tower troops. That's a good thing to look for. What if we just type in siege? Siege? How do you spell siege? Is it S-I or S-E? Siege? Alright, so we do have other tower killers, so we don't really need to buy another one. We can just use these 3. If you already have the Taurite Priestess and the Statue of Saint Veritas, then you don't need to buy extra Hanzin. But if you don't have at least 1 or 2 of these, you might want to buy extra copies of Hanzin in the shop. So for now, I don't think I'm going to buy extra because I don't need to. I got these if I want them. But let's make our high-level team. Oops. Our restriction is Divine. Let's see what y'all have been saying. Daniel says, sorry to hear that, Funky. Unfortunately, you just have to wait for it to end, as unfortunately, the more you push against it, the closer you'll push her to him. Ron Nolan says, it's okay, Mr. S, but a person such as yourself, been doing this for years, can say and feel as you wish, just as Mr. Tacit. Every little strategic wisdom helps no matter what. Been following you for years. Thanks, Ron. Yeah, you guys do whatever, you know. Don't just don't take it personally. I'm just trying to help. Good, most of y'all are like that. Like, emotionally stable, smart people. Funk says, thanks all, it's gonna work out. Don't let a grown man, woman, just with no job or work ethic move into your home just because of your kid. Yeah, big double gold knockers, Wheezy Man. You gotta get them. You gotta squeeze them, grab them. CCR says, I haven't done Explorer 12 in so long. I'm trying to up my classes so I can get more stats. There you go, man. Just set your class. What I did was just whatever class I was working on, I would use it every day for everything. Like, I never went out of my way specifically to level a class, and all of mine are on 100. I have been playing for a long time, though. That's always the rebuttal. You know, I've been playing for 8 years, but that's how I went about it. I never sat there and, like, grinded, except for maybe in Vault, like, before I had Ironhawks. Like, that would be my time to grind classes. But otherwise, I just set the class. If I'm working on Nightweaver, for example, I would use it during the dungeon. I'd use it during the adventure board. I would use it on pet rescues. I would use it every time I could for everything. And it would just slowly get done while I'm getting other things done that I need to do. Instead of going... Same thing as doing Explorer 12. Like, you're going out of your way to do something when you could be getting the stuff that you're getting other ways that... Doing other things that you're supposed to be doing anyway, type of stuff. So, like, leveling your classes to 100, you can do that while you're doing other things that you're supposed to be doing anyway. Getting medals and tokens and stuff, you can do that while you're doing other things you're supposed to be doing anyway. Instead of, like, farming. I'm trying to take out all the extra time and farming that you got, you know, so you guys don't have to spend as much time on the game. If you do everything right, and not right, but, you know, if you do everything a certain way, you can make it to where you're not going out of your way to farm for hours every day. And you just farm the vault of it, and that's it. It's so much easier. CCR says, I'm done Explorer 12 in so long. Daniel says, you set him off now. Weeze him on, right? Alright. So we got Divine Troops. It's a invasion. Weapons, we got everything. So you know I'm going to want to try to use Ruby Weapon, probably. It does true damage to all enemies. I mean, doesn't get much better than that. You got Guard's Avatar. We got... Alright, so what do we got here? Amatiel's not good, our Avatar's not good, our Proxy Avenger is good, but she's not as fast as something that would hit all enemies. We got Phoenix, who does true damage. Urali does, technically. Guard's Avatar's good if you boost him up with armor. Morthani. It's looking like Morthani, for me anyway, Morthani or Phoenix. Especially these early fights. Takshaka's here. Takshaka's good. Sucks we have to use the tower killer, because I could do triple Takshaka with Ruby Weapon or something. You still could, I guess. Takshaka is good. You got Commander Dawnheart. Holy Saint Astra, nice. We got 50% start for human and 50% start for knight. Or not knight, but divine. Divine and human. So everything here can have a 50% start, or 40% if we want it. I think I'm gonna do some sort of like... Oh no, I need some mana generation though too. I was thinking like... Alright, for our high level, I kinda like Morthani. It's gonna hit 4 enemies. It's gonna do true damage. And I was thinking maybe Ruby Weapon too, but it depends if we have enough mana generation, you know? And what the coloration is. We got blue, red, brown, and we got... Okay, at least you can catch purple. Now I need some sort of like really good mana generator, or I might just have to go all in on Murthani or Ruby Weapon. Like, we could 50% start them. Okay, mana, mana, mana. We got Queen Aurora. Takshaka. Queen Aurora, Takshaka, Divinish Bala. We got Forest Guardian, another 50% start. That's for Beast. Murthani is a Divine Undead. We got Divinia. Mana, mana, mana. Mercy. Purple to yellow. Neither one of ours use yellow. Veneratus. Red to yellow, but it explodes. Diviner. Holy Diver. Maybe I'll just do Divinish Bala. Not 50% start her. A 50% start class. Might not be the fastest team ever, but it'd be like the strongest. Banner. We got red, we got brown. What can we minus? We got red, blue, brown, purple, green, yellow. We have every single color, but I wouldn't be too mad at minusing green. Of course not. Well, how about yellow? Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, Divinish Ball is there to 40% start. Zanwi, we're not gonna use until later, really. Until there's, like, maybe not even later, but we have to put her on the team, so I don't mind doing this. And then I think I want to do Titan for a Brown Storm, 50% start. All I'm thinking about right now is getting things up. Alright, let's see how this goes. So we got our troop, it's fully fullied. That gives us extra points. And then we're going with the true damage team. True damage to all. And then we're 40% starting the Murthani. That way she only needs 11 mana instead of 22. And this thing turns red to skull and green to yellow. Which later on would get up the tower killer if we happen to need it. I think I'm going to go with this. Let's see how slow or fast it is first. See how that ruby weapon got up immediately? Now they're all dead immediately. And Murthani's up for backup. That's what I was hoping for. See if it keeps happening. The problem with Takshaka is we have to use the freaking tower killer. So there's less room for Takshakas. Make one little match and get it up. Cast and win. The cool thing about the ruby weapon is it does a little explosion. Hopefully it fills up Murthani all the way, and then cast Murthani to finish off whatever's left standing. Look at that. Everything... We would just cast Murthani there. Later on. Alright, let's do the rest of this little, section. Do 2 more fights. Getting filled up. Murthani's there for backup. I'm liking it so far. Alright, one more with this. I'll show you the team code, then we'll do a mid level. This would be really good. If you just want to, like, blaze through the early fights, you could take Morthani off, put something, another mana generator on there. Just use the Ruby Weapon. Even like Takshaka or something. Something that'll help with mana generation until it stops one-shotting. Then put Morthani on there if you really want to. So this would be my recommendation. If you have access to everything in the game. High-level team. We have to use this, right? Extra points. Divine Ishbala's 40% starting Morthani, who's Divine. Ruby Weapon doing true damage to all enemies and blowing up the board and getting some mana back. Morthani uses Purple, which the Ruby Weapon doesn't. It's getting 50% started. It also does true damage and can finish off anything that we don't kill with the Ruby Weapon. And then it has a summon on it, too, in case you get into big trouble, Mr. Michelle Tanner. Alright, let's try to make a mid. We have to use Zanwi. This would be for people who don't have, like, all the mythics. I'm gonna try to do legendary and under. Make a good team with just legendary and under troops. I was thinking Commander Donhart, Divine Ishbala, like 40% start him. Then we just need a weapon, probably mana generating, like the wand. I think wand is mid, right? He is boosted by my armor. We're going to start with the barrier. Meh, I don't know if we start with the barrier, but I don't mind putting him in first slot to start. Red to skull, green to yellow. A lot of our whole team's yellow, so that's working even better. Red to skull, green to yellow. Okay. Could make ourselves divine. Like priest. See what's up with it, though. Bonus yellow mana from yellow gym matches. Random ally, random stats effect. Cleanse. Light storm. Magic. Bonus yellow. I think I'm gonna go with it. It'll get 40% started. And then we need yellow for sure. Probably yellow brown. And we can minus... I don't want to minus yellow, brown, purple, or green. So, red or blue. Uh-oh. Of course, no red or blue. Green's not terrible right this second. Purple's not terrible. I think I would do green right now. I might change it later if I need my tower killer, but I'm hoping I don't need it. And then if you start, like, if your Commander Donhart starts getting hit and starts losing armor, like, you can put him down a slot, maybe. But the whole concept here is the 40% start Commander Donhart, who boosts off of armor and hits really hard. I need to put on my guard medals, but let's run a fight. Our mid-level team, no mythics. Let's go throw those guard medals on. Got all my tasks done. Almost. Guard, guard, guard. Now he will hit harder. Alright, here we go. Anita with the gifted, thank you so much. Running out there with Sana. Skipping rope, swinging. Kick your croc to the moon. Underdoggy. Having a swing battle. Going around in circles, getting busy. Anita gave Sana an underdoggy. Somehow died to, like, death mark. No big deal. Doesn't cost me any points. kind of funny. Yoke's here, Chad with a 2. So Chad's doing the underdoggies while Anita and Sana are swinging. Giving the train an underdoggy. Anita says, don't forget to level up the 3rd trait like me. Yeah, that's why I say fully to definitely level up the 3rd trait, because, I mean, that's just the skull damage. Definitely helps. Your score is based on their ascension, so that's why you want them, level 20 and fully ascended. That's why you get, like, multiple copies. That way you can fully ascend it, or you use a blue orb on it. So the reason that we do that is so we can get the max score. So it deals damage to an enemy if they are a tower. Deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. So it does more damage if you have it ascended, is actually what it does. I think it gives you more points no matter what. But for the damage, like the spell damage is for ascending the troop to Mythic, you know? And then the skull damage is for fully trading. Skull damage only works on towers, but once you get 4 towers, if you put this thing in first slot, it smokes them with skulls. Yeah, definitely fully, for sure. Good tip. Argle Blarg, what class were we using with the Morthani? I was using Titan because we had, like, both of our damage dealers were brown, and I wanted, like, a 50% start with the Brown Storm. And then we also get, like, Rock Solid and stuff in first slot. So Titan. Just make sure you have a Dust Storm on. The Ruby Weapon, Morthani, Tower Killer, and Divine Ishbala was the first team, right? Second team here, the mid-level, is Commander Donhart, Wand of Stars, Divine Ishbala, Zhan Wei. So both teams use Zhan Wei and Divine Ishbala. I mean, the restriction is Divine, so 40% starting, you're gonna start with a good team there. If you got Divine Ishbala and the Tower Killer, that's a good start to any team. Then always use your hero pretty much, unless you're doing some sort of Kafru Dragon thing, or if you don't have every class as a hunter, you should just like always use your hero. And heroes are really strong anyway. You're never playing wrong if you're using your hero. You can always do Ruby Weapon and triple Kafru or double Kafru, whatever. But yeah, the only time I don't use my hero is like Chrysantherax, Kafru, Miraji Queen stuff. Alright, what do we got here? Do we have any brown or yellow? No. Alright, well, I'll just take red or something. Get up our wand. Cast the wand. Get up the Commander Donhart. Cast it. Kill them all. Alright, so that's this team is mid. So far, if you're high level, I like Ruby Weapon and Morthani or. You could do just Ruby Weapon with a bunch of mana generation, or you could do just Morthani with a bunch of mana generation. I'd like that, as long as you have the Tower Killer. For high level players, I think that's the best options, Ruby Weapon or Morthani. For mid level, I'd say Ruby Weapon or Commander Donhart. Divine Ishbala, Zhan Wei also could be on every team. I went with Priest because I'm 50%. I'm like 40% starting my hero and everything else on the team. It has good yellow traits or talents as a Light Storm. Pretty much the only time I'd ever use Priest if I'm doing like a team that's all divine. Alright, now I'll try to make a low-level team. That means no mythics, no legendaries, no crazy weapons. We have something for everybody. I can only use epic and under here. Epic and under. We got Zhan Wei, of course, because we're gonna we could do the tower team. You know, we could do that. I might make a couple low-level teams. So we got the tower killers. We got this. We got this, and then we could just do like a mana-generating weapon. They're all divine, so you could look up divine, for example, like. Just type divine. And look at your weapons here. Try to find something that's not using the same colors as the troops you're already using, if you can. The Fist of Heaven uses red. It's a different color. And it's for Divine. And it's probably in the shop. Maybe not. It's White Helm. But if you don't have Fist of Heaven, you could use Essence of Evil, or, you know, Mountain Crusher, Wand of Stars, Reflection of Good. This would probably work, especially once we get 4 towers. Throw this thing in first slot because it has that siege breaker for when you get 4 towers. This is in second to get everything else up. And then these are tower killers also. They're using the same colors, so you don't have to use both of them. You could use one of them and then another Zanwi, or 2 of the same one, if you like one better than the other. Like this one does submerge 2 allies. This one does give all allies barrier if I'm damaged. So I might want to put him in right here. Or whatever, it doesn't matter. But just like 3 tower killers with the weapon. Like a mana generating weapon would be low level. I'll try to make another one though, because I think you could do a different team until you get 4 towers probably. Alright, what are we going to do here? We want to get up our weapon mostly, so I would say just go all in on getting your weapon up, because it'll get everything else up. We have 2 green troops. We don't use any purple, so Maze Banner is fine. Class, we got 2 green up top. Maybe Archer? Green Storm, 50% start. Alright, so this would be low level, especially when you get to, like, multiple towers. Super early, you could probably do something faster, but late, this would work for you, because you're going to have 4 towers, you got 3 tower killers here. You got to summon. See how it goes without 4 towers. Yoke is here. Argo Blarg. CCR. Livewire got gifted again. He just won't. Can't get rid of him. We don't want to, but it's awesome. Maybe Livewire secretly still watches. That would be a good strat. Just to, like, if you're sensitive, you just never say anything. Then I'll never, like, say anything accidentally. That makes you mad, probably. I would say green or red here. Of course, we don't have it. Tower killer is up. Let's take the skulls first. We're gonna need every instance of damage. Get a kill. Get another kill. Shoot the tower. Early on, a good strat for this, if you're using, like, the tower killer from the event, like this one, and you're using one that's not from the event, use the one not from the event to kill towers, and use the one from the event to kill, like, the regular enemies. Because the one from the event has extra magic, so it's more likely to kill something that's not a tower than one that's not from the event that doesn't have extra magic. Which is still good at killing towers, but just until you make it to all towers, use the tower killers to kill towers, and, like, the event tower killer to kill the other troops. Like, right now it might kill, but, like, watch. See, they're still too weak, but later on, it's a good strat. Let's do a few battles with this, and then I'll try to make one more team for low-level players that will go fast until you get 4 towers. Right, we got our tower killer, but we're going to take skulls first. Now I'm going to use this tower killer to kill the troop that's not a tower. Now we got our other tower killer to kill the tower. Alright, we'll do a few more fights with this. My medals should probably be Nisha's. Maybe even an Anu. Need to change them. I would want to get up my weapon. I would want to kill the tower with this guy. The Vow Raven. Probably should have killed the Valraven first, really. Now we got our weapon. Gets everybody up. This thing has more magic. Get the kill. Plus it does a destroy. Alright, let's put our right metals on before we're done showing this one. 2 Nishas and an Anu. Alright, 2 more fights, and then I'll try to make like a little like low-level team that's not 4 towers. For like this stuff right here. Alright, skulls, no. Green or red. We got red extra turn. We got our weapon up. So I'm hoping this weapon gets everything else up. If I need it to. There we go, everybody's up. We got skulls. More skulls with an extra turn. We kill the tower with something that's not our main tower killer. Can use this to kill whatever has the most HP. And then we'll finish them off. Alright, one more fight. We're almost done with Invasion. Invasion's the easiest event in the entire game, really. Definitely the easiest guild event. They give you exactly what you need. They give you a troop that just murders all the towers, and eventually you have all towers. So, the perfect troop to kill towers, and the whole enemy team is going to be towers. So, and they used to give you like an explodey weapon too. They used to give you a good weapon to go with it. I think we just start casting our tower killers, because by the time we're done, this thing will get up, right? Or it'd be pretty close. So we got a Raven tower. Let's get that. Okay. Let's kill whatever has the most. We got 36 and 24. Both of them are the same. This thing has more mana. And cast our weapon. Kill the last thing. It'll get better and better as you get deeper and deeper. More towers. There's low level. We have access to other tower killers. But you need this one on your team to get extra points. These don't get extra points. They're just good at killing towers. These help you to where you don't need to buy up more in the shop. These things will save you gems. But you can't make your whole team out of this. You still have to use this. But this way you don't have to use like 3 of these. Alright, I want to make one more little team, because I think you can go a little faster in the beginning as a beginner. So epic and under. I'm thinking like super early. I thought we had, maybe not. Hold on. What do we got here? Ping Long isn't bad. Veneratus. Even High Paladin. Huh. There isn't what I thought there was. But, maybe you don't need another team, really. I thought there was better stuff, but you could use, like, Ping Long or... Like, Veneratus could be a good mana generator if you want to use a weapon to do damage. Never mind. I think that's the teams. That was Invasion. Alright, now... we're going to get into the good stuff. You only have 5,000 diamonds? You saving up for something? Let's see here. Let me catch up in the chat, then we'll go do the weekly preview. CCR says Soulforge Switch, Death, Ketris the Bull, Shyvana Visfera, Ferrocafru. I think they're all the same now, CCR. I think, like, everybody's Soulforge is the same. We can take a look. I think it's good now, though. We got Ferrocafru. Maybe. Famine, Ketris the Bull. Oh, I guess it is a little bit different, huh? So yeah, you people on Switch, make sure you tell me what you got. Let me rank this for you real quick, CCR. So Ferrocaffrue is the best. It's meta right now. You need multiple copies, so there's only a couple things out there that you would get first, like Ironhawk, maybe High King Iron Gut. You know, we did a top 20 mythics, if you want to look at it. I think Ferrocaffrue was like top 10 for sure. He's really good if you have like Chrysantherax, Double Caffrue, Mirage Queen, or Essentia. Or you can even do double Takshaka, or, you know. I mean, you're getting Caffrue, so why would you use Takshaka? But, you know. Caffrue is definitely desirable and definitely meta right now, and if you can, you should probably get it, type stuff. And it's the best for your Switch Soulforge there. Then probably, maybe Ketris. Ketris is kind of falling off. Shabana, Vespera I've never really liked. Kind of just makes the fights take longer. And Death is the worst. So Ferrocaffrue is head and shoulders above everything else there. CCR. So if you don't have it, then... is it worth getting only one Ferrocaffrue with diamonds? Yeah, because you're investing in your future. But if you're saving up for Ironhawks, you could be very patient and not get Caffrue. Because Ironhawks will get you like more resources to eventually get everything, you know? So getting like 2 or 3 Ironhawks is better than getting 2 or 3 Caffrues. Because the Ironhawks will help you get the Caffrues, but the Caffrues don't really help you get the Ironhawks. Because like Ironhawk will help you do the vault faster, do gaps faster, get diamonds, get jewels, get keys, get glory, get gold, get gems. And Caffrue doesn't really do that, at least not as fast. I mean, you could use Caffrue with Atlanta and still... It's like it's up to how much patience do you have. Like, I think Ironhawk's better, but Caffrue can still like help you. And getting one be the same thing as getting like one Ironhawk. Like, one Caffrue really ain't gonna help anything, but it's like investing in your future type of thing. I would say it's smart to get it, and I wouldn't say you're wrong if you get it. Depends how patient you are. Do you have Ironhawk or not, basically? 5,000 diamonds. 1 is better than 0, exactly. Yoke said, did everyone have a good vault weekend? I got to play a lot on the 4th. CCR said, I watched the top 20. I don't have double of most mythics. I'll pick it up. Hey, not wrong. I like it. Get you a Caffrue, invest in your future. Then next time it comes around, you won't have to get 2. You already have 1. Or if Keytar comes around, you can use event keys to get the other one. Instead of having to throw like a 5,000 event keys, you only have to throw like 2,000 or 3,000. I always think it's smart to get 1 Ironhawk or 1 Caffrue or 1 Takshaka to invest in your future. Instead of like wasting those diamonds on Ketris or Death or Shabana Vespera, you know, you get your Caffrue that you're going to need in the future. You're going to need it no matter what, so might as well get it now. But yeah, let's do this weekly preview here. We're going to do the Soulforge first, but let me read this crap. Crushing it, new epic troop, Zan Wu. Get this troop with glory from the Wards tab of the shop. Community survey. I forgot to do the video on that. Sonic sent me the link and everything. Community survey is now live. Please spend a moment to share your thoughts. I might do that. I might make a little video. If you guys are interested, like for me to do the survey like on a video, so you see what I do and say. Invasion. We just made 3 teams for that. High, mid, and low. Beginning of the stream. Tome of the Cursed Gods just started up. And new mythic troop, Zarg's Boom Pile, exclusive to Glory, Gem Guild, and VIP chest for 1 week only. That's still the only mythic you can get right now with keys until Friday. So don't be trying for other mythics. You're just going to get Zarg and only Zarg. So if you already got it, you don't want to like get like 5 of them. Week of Shentang. All Shentang troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Divines. All Divine troops gain 10% to their skills. And bonus glory. Use Zan Wu and PvP to gain 5 glory. Alright, Soulforge. I think the most notable thing going on is that we got this new troop right here. It's a new boss troop. Maelstrom Dagonath from Merlantis. It's a merfolk boss. So you can 50% start it. Whoa. Like, check this out. Like, CT is just a boss, right? You can't 50% start it. ZUUL'Goth, just a boss. You can't 50% start it. Right? That's the first thing jumping out to me. This guy, you can 50% start it with the merfolk dude, right? Forget his name. Got the trident. Oh man, it's like on the tip of my tongue. You know who it is. 50% start. You can 50% start a boss troop now. That's pretty cool. It's 30 blue, green, brown, Merlantis, merfolk boss. Kill an enemy. Then create 12 random mana potion gems. Then gain an extra turn. What? I didn't see the extra turn part. Dude, that's sick. This might be better. This is up there, man. This is up there with ZUUL'Goth. I feel like you should... Everybody should get it, first of all. Everybody should get it. I'm about to craft it right now. Man, what if you put two of these on a team? What if you put like the 50% start merfolk dude, and then 2 of these with like a really good mana generating weapon? Then you kill an enemy, you get an extra turn, you put up 12 mana potions. You can then match those potions, get a bunch of mana, maybe another extra turn, fill them up again, cast them again, get another extra turn, put a bunch of mana potions on the board. Like, this thing is awesome. You know me, I don't jump out the window about troops very often, but we had a good Mythic last week. You know, A-, B+ type of Mythic, pretty good. And I recommended it. We got Pharaoh Khafru in the Soulforge, I recommend that. And now we got this guy, 100% you should craft this. This is awesome. Probably the coolest troop I've seen in a while. I mean, what could be wrong with it? I mean, 12 random mana potions, that could be any color. But there's 6 colors. You could do 8 of a certain color. You could do 4 of a certain color. Or it's not going to automatically only do 2 of each color. Like, it could do a bunch of one color. That's awesome. I'm definitely crafting that. And I might craft multiples. I can't. I only got 5 out of 8, but I think I can make power orbs if I really wanted to. Yeah, I can make 88, so I could make multiples. I might get 2 of them. I think I'm gonna hold off like just for right now, but I'll let y'all know if I end up making 2. Because it gets an extra, like ZUUL'Goth don't even like get an automatic extra turn. CT doesn't get an automatic extra turn. Neither one of those can be 50% started. They all instant kill. Pretty cool, definitely craft it. I haven't even used it yet, and it looks really good on paper though. Like that's gonna be a new top 10. This guy might be a new top 10. I don't know. Like that's how I'm feeling. This thing might be S tier. I mean, what's wrong with it? I haven't used it yet, so I don't know 100%, like, take it with a grain of salt. But anybody out there, is there something that I'm not seeing here that's not good about it? Submerge myself when I take damage, invulnerable. Extra turn every time you cast it. Kills an enemy, instant kill. 50% startable. Throwing up random mana potions. Those things just, you know how those things are. They fill the whole board with mana. Pretty good. I would get it if I were you. Might be my new, like, first... You know how you got ZUUL'Goth, CT, and Rage Kurandara? Might be my new #1, but... ZUUL'Goth is awesome and definitely top 10. But this thing... I'm gonna have to use it to see how I really feel, but so far, like, on paper, this is exactly what I would want. Pretty sick. I like it. Alright, so get that if you can. What else do we got? Comethalis is our dragon, so if this is the last Stellarix dragon you need, you should craft it. Mythics. We got Famine. Ketris the Bull. Aquaticus. And Pharaoh Khafru. So Pharaoh Khafru is definitely #1. He's pretty much the meta right now. Everybody's doing like a dragon. Most people Chrysantherax. Khafru, Miraji Queen. They're right here together. the meta right now for most things. If you're able to use it, you use it. It hits really hard. It kills all the enemies. It fills up on first turn a lot of the time. Like, if you can get a Caffrey, you probably should. Unless you're very specifically saving up for Iron Hawks and you want to be very, very patient. Like, I don't think you can go wrong crafting a Caffrey, though. And I would say get at least 2 if you can. 3's like, you know, 1 is investing in your future. 2 is what you want. And 3 is like, if you just have extra diamonds and you want to make sure you can cover every situation in the game. Like, I don't use 3 very often anymore, but technically it could be done here and there. So it's kind of like Iron Hawk. Maybe Iron Hawk you definitely want 3 so you can farm versus, but Caffrey you don't need 3. Like, if you want to save diamonds for something else, you could just get 2. But yeah, get 1 to invest in your future, get 2 if you want to do the meta thing, and get 3 if you want to, like, cover all your bases 100%. But he's definitely the best here. Number 2, probably these days, probably Aquaticus. Ketris has really been falling off for me. It's 24 blue, green, yellow, Merlantis, Elemental Mystic, deal light splash damage to 3 random enemies, explode half the blue gems on the board. Submerge all allies when matching 4 or more gems, reduce damage from spells by 25%. So that's number 2 this week. The reason you get Caffrey is because of his 3rd trait. Forgot to talk about him, but 24 yellow, purple, brown, Keytar Undead. Convert all gems of a chosen color to cursed gems. That can help you fill your Chrysantherax if it doesn't get filled on, like, first turn. If, like, Caffrey happens to be up, but Chrysantherax doesn't, or Chrysantherax casts and not everything dies, you can, like, change something to brown and fill up Chrysantherax. Convert 3 skulls to Deathmark gems, and then convert all other skulls to Uber Doom skulls. The last part's kind of like a nothing burger, but it's really this Trap Tomb. Explode 2 random gems when my turn begins. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you use 2 or 3 of them with a 50% start, it, like, fills whatever, like, you use, like, a very good damage dealer on top. Chrysantherax, Stellarix, Diamantina, Ruby Weapon, something like that. You put 2 or 3 Caffreys after it. It explodes 2 random gems at the start of every turn. You either use like an Anu or a 50% start or something to give yourself a head start on the mana. And then all those explosions at the start of every turn fill up your really good damage dealer, usually before the fight even starts, and then you just cast it and win. So it's that 3rd trait right there. And then if stuff doesn't happen to die, or something gets summoned in, or something like that, you convert all gems of a chosen color to brown, fill up your Chrysantherax, and cast it again. Plus it curses them in case they're submerged or something. So it's pretty good. It just can't do anything by it. If you lose Chrysantherax, that's when you have a problem, because it can't do anything by itself. But it's really good with Chrysantherax, Stellarix, Ruby Weapon, Diamantina. Like, perfect with those, as long as they're still alive. So Ferrocaffrey's the best, then Aquaticus, then Ketris the Bull. 22 green, red, brown, Wild Plains Divine Taurus, deal splash damage to an enemy, boosted by my attack, life, and armor. It's kind of like a super gargoyle. If you use gargoyles as a beginner, get 50% started, you can boost it with attack. It does splash damage, kills multiple enemies. Famine is last, it's just a super old mythic. 24 green, yellow, brown, Apocalypse Demon, Mystic, drain mana from all enemies, deal damage to an enemy, boosted by mana drained. No good traits. You would think that would be cool to drain all mana from all enemies. It is cool, but then it only does single target damage, and it probably won't even kill. It's just an old one. It's an oldie. I like the troop art. It's probably my favorite Apocalypse troop, but not good enough these days. Legendaries, we got the Great Maul, who is like your High King Iron Gut, dollar store High King Iron Gut until you get High King Iron Gut. You can only devour once, but it's like a guaranteed devour. You can throw it on top of your team. Get a devour, get your stats blown up. So the Great Maul's decent. General Edison, Carmina, and Unog. I don't know. All legendaries I would not recommend crafting. Great Maul might be first, though. He is pretty good for when you don't have High King Iron Gut and you're trying to do like a Delve, like a Deathless or something. 24 yellow, brown, Drifting Sands monster. Devour an enemy. Create 8 yellow and 8 brown gems, 1 cast only. It's one cast only, but if there's, like, your enemies have super high stats to get that guaranteed devour and then have a huge tank at first slot with a bunch of attack, it's not the worst thing in the world. And I don't know from there. This guy does kind of weak damage to all enemies. I don't really like bomb gems. Carmina's cool if you use, like, multiples of her. It's kind of like that one troop that, what is it, Zenith or something? But that doesn't happen very often. And then Unog, I think, is pretty new. Isn't it? Wasn't it like a holiday troop? So if you happen to miss it. 30% chance to create 3 Fairy Fire gems when my turn begins. Now, none of those are great. And my recommendations are the Great Maul and Pharaoh Khafre. Especially Pharaoh Khafre. And then this Maelstrom Dagonoth is awesome. You should get it. 100% chance. Definitely get it. It's awesome. Alright, weapons. Holy Breeze you can get in the Invasion, so don't get it here. It's not good anyway. Pendeskian Wand is an Explodey. If you don't have it, it'd be a good one to get for collection purposes, to have another Explodey in your arsenal. I think I'm going to use it in my Underspire team, by the way. Cobaltine Wand's pretty good. I like it. Explodey for Shentang. This one's not very good. This one's like okay. I don't really use it very often, but it's not bad. You could make a bunch of red on the board. Hook Sword. Tool for your tool belt. If your entire team is Shentang, you can make a bunch of red and yellow for each Shentang ally. But you have to make your hero like Monk. Your whole team has to be Shentang or else it just doesn't work right. Doomed Libram, these used to be super desirable when we had actual Guild Wars defend teams. So for some reason, Cynical wasn't that excited about them. And look how it is now, you know? Sometimes I just happen to be right about things. I just have this feeling. I'm just really good at guessing with this game, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, it's still worth getting. It's probably the third best green Doomed weapon. Light Staff is pretty much nothing. Yeah. So if I was going to recommend getting something, it would be Pendeskian Wand and Cobaltine Wand. So get the wands. If you want to get Doomed Libram too, that'd be okay, but it doesn't get used as much as it used to get used. And when it did used to get used, it was for that one day against that one team on that one color, for that, yeah, for defense on Guild Wars. It wasn't that important. Alright, Sana said there was something in the Summoning Stone, so let's take a look. Don't super recommend this. I know Jewels is like a pain point for some of y'all, so don't be like crafting. Don't use Jewels, yeah? If Jewels is a pain point for you, do tons of dungeon, like do your dungeon every single day, all the time. Buy the offers on the Jewels you're short on or something. Vault Event will fix that problem. Like, Vault Event, I was getting Jewels. Every time I ran a gap, I would get a Jewel Gnome. Like, you know how many gnomes you get during a Gnomapalooza? And every single fight I was getting a Jewel Gnome. So Vault Event really will help you get more jewels. Because you could be low on jewels. You could be making deeds. You could be making weapons. Just don't transfer your shards and you'll be more versatile though. Like, I can make any jewel I want right here. Look how many jewels I have. Like, but that is a pain point for some people out there. I was looking at the Summoning Stones. Okay, anything good? We got Hammerhead, Devoted, Vanguard, Carmilla, Bonebiter, Shadowblade, Ice Wraith, and Wraith. Nope. Got War Goat, Forest Gremlin. Forest Gremlin's a goblin if you're like super duper beginner. Ooh, we got Rowan. You get this for free as a beginner, but you could get more copies and fully ascend it maybe. If you're like right now trying to make your Rowan team the best it can be. Might not be a bad idea to get a couple more copies to fully ascend it and stuff. So Rowan is here. Pride Hunter, Fireborn Eagle, Gate of Souls, Feldross, Helgor the Guardian, Sister of Shadows, Dark Maiden, Creeper. Nope. Rock, Amaru, Lyriath, Sifu Yon, Dragon Eggs, Fire Lizard, Blood Elf, and Yarrow. Nope. Got Zombie, Greed. Greed is okay. It's an empowered troop that you use on like gold farming teams and like maybe with your Iron Hawks, but I prefer Sister Superior. Orc Rogue, Rook, Queen's Herald, Avatar's Tusk, Vampire Lord, Bandit. Got Troglodyte, Dust Devil. There's Dust Devil. That's even more important for Iron Hawk teams if you don't have it. Dust Devil. Maze Guardian, Dulcifer, Towerite, Priestess, Claw Dancer, Axe Beak, and Mammoth. So you got Dust Devil and Rowan and the Summoning Stones. And Greed. So that's the Soulforge. The main story is that new boss troop looks awesome. Pharaoh Khafru is there. And that's the main story. Get you some Khafrus and get you that boss troop. It's a good week for the Soulforge. Alright, let's see what y'all have been saying, and then I'll check out the shop here. 1 is usually better than 0 for sure. Yeah, how was everyone's Vault weekend? I got... How many keys do you think I got? Did I slack or did I go hard? Put it in the chat. How many keys did Cinecool get? Yoke says should have 2 or 3 Pharaoh Khafrus. 2 will get the job done. 3 would be if you're like bougie and you want to make sure to cover all your bases. It's kind of like the new Mythic. Like you want to get 1 because it looks pretty good. 2 would make it do kind of Khafru things. And then 3 is kind of like overkill. I got 3, but it's kind of overkill, but it might be used in like some little situations, you know? So 2 is probably the answer. But I like to over-explain everything. 1 is investing in your future. 2 is to do the thing. The main teams use 2. 3 is like here and there, you might use 3 when you don't have a 50% start. And Kenny Mix says, please show a team with it. I want to see it in action. Okay, I will. Alright, Chad's going back to work. Kenny Mix says, leaving Zool behind in the dust. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, take care, Chad. Daniel says 250. 250 Valkeys? Yoke says 300. CCR says 342. You slacked, which is allowed. It was a holiday weekend. Daniel got just over 400. So Yoke, you was right. I got 300. That's the best guess. That's what I always say to get. So I always like to practice what I preach, or I try to. So I had 200 starting the weekend, right? So I got 268 Vault Keys and 33 Epics, which I think is like, what, 301? 301 total Vault Keys. I did my bare minimum, but I did it. Good job, Daniel. 400 is all. That's what I would hope to get, 400 or so. But I try to make myself get 300. I don't always do it. I try, though. Alright, shop. Let's see this troop. Kenny Mix wants to see it, and Kenny Mix probably said that a while ago. Just do Explore 12 and see what happens. I kind of want 2 of them, though, for the team I want to do, you know? Let's look at Merfolk. Guy I was talking about is Triton. And then the boss troop is right here. Let's level it up. Maelstrom Dagannoth. So we're going to 50% start it. It's going to kill an enemy, then create mana potions. So it'd be cool if we had something that was exploding the board to blow up all those mana potions, right? So, like Leprechaun? Maybe? Probably just do Leprechaun and, just for our first team, you know? Clear filter. I just want to see how it goes. Just do, like, Essence of Evil or something. I'll just take it for a spin. It's not going to be refined yet. I put Triton on the bottom. So we might want to cast Leprechaun again. Alright, Alright, for our class, we'll go Archer. And Banner. Got a lot of green. Green, blue? Green, blue. Minus red, Fox Banner. Alright, let's just see what happens. I really want to do 2 of them. With like a wand or something. I haven't bought 2 yet. I think I'm going to. Alright, we got a Leprechaun. See how it's 50% starts? We got a boss troop doing an instant kill with an extra turn that starts with 50% mana. That's pretty cool. Alright, he's up already. Let's see what happens. Got any extra turns, first of all? Yes. Let's take them. Alright, now we cast it. Okay. How do you see, like... Here we go. So we got the most of red. I want to match... Well, I don't even use red, though. We got blue, brown, purple. You probably want to do blue if blue is possible. Trying to like get an extra turn here. Okay, we got it. Another one, he's up. Nice. He's up again. Woo! That was cool. Enemy didn't get a turn for real. I mean, like 1 turn maybe? That was Explorer 12. Huh. So we don't really need Magic or Anu. Could just do... I'd probably do Orpheus with this team. I don't know. Just for the rest of our team doesn't get tied up. Let's do another one. This is the new boss troop. It's pretty awesome. Let's grab this. Leprechaun. Already up. Alright, who are we gonna instant kill? Probably the werewolf. Werewolf instant kill. Alright, now we have a explode. We could explode with the Essence of Evil. Let's check our numbers though. We got 12 blue. Can't really match blue right now though. I think I'm just gonna do Essence of Evil. Blow up a bunch of them. Didn't get an extra turn. But it's okay. It's still really cool. Go blue into blue. Probably want green. Here's brown. We gotta find the right combo of other troops to go with them. Alright, what do we have here? 11 green, 11 brown. Got this. I think we just use Leprechaun. Didn't get an extra turn there, but he got filled up. He's up again. I gotta figure out who I want him to go with. Do I put him with CT? Do I put him with ZUUL'Goth? Do I put him with another one? Do I put him with High King Irongut? But he's good though. Whoever, we just gotta build the right team. Yeah, but that's how it's looking so far. Pretty cool. Oh, we got this summer thing. Okay. I should probably read the stuff off the website real quick. They, balanced some troops and stuff like that. Latest news. Come on. Come on. Crushing it. Stop it. Stop it. What happened? Alright, here we go. New Soulforge troop Maelstrom Dagannoth. With the introduction of the new raid boss versions of Dagannoth, like ZUUL'Goth and CT, there will be a craftable version, Maelstrom Dagannoth. He'll be added to the Soulforge at weekly reset. Alright, troop changes. We have made some changes to the following troops. Voice of Orpheus. We have updated his spell text and the boost damage displayed to correctly reflect the damage he is doing. Previously, it was including his mana in the calculation by mistake, as that mana is consumed when he would cast his spell. Updated the spell text to reflect that boosted damage is based on mana from all other allies. Fixed an issue where his mana was included in the boost ratio. So Voice of Orpheus is fixed. Eleanor. Eleanor's new spell was proving to cause confusion for brand new players since they use her in the tutorial. Changed her spell so it now destroys 8 random gems instead of allowing her to choose the color destroyed. Changed her mana colors to help new players have a better spread of mana across their first 4 troops. The Guardian Dragon. We noticed new players having issues against the Guardian Dragon fights in the tutorial, so we have adjusted his spell to be less brutal in the early game. As he is an early game troop only, this change should not affect existing players. Change the Guardian Dragon spell to deal scatter damage instead of AoE damage. Parrot, Dead Parrot, Frost Archer, and Umbraxis. We have updated the spell descriptions for these troops to better reflect the behavior that targets above and below the chosen target, as it doesn't matter if the troops are directly adjacent, and this is different than when compared to how splash damage works. Eleanor plus the Guardian Dragon will have a refund offered, but those refunds will only include souls for the level, trait stones for the traits. If you spent orbs to level or trait the troops, orbs will not be refunded. Souls and trait stones will be refunded instead. Any medals or shiny tokens spent on the troop will remain in effect, as will any levels of rarity that were obtained from either orbs or duplicate copies. While the refund is being offered, these 2 troops will not be available in chests. So they fixed like Voice of Orpheus, Eleanor, the Guardian Dragon, and then Parrot, Dead Parrot, Frost Archer, and Umbraxis. Nothing crazy. Kind of beginner stuff, really. But anyway, that was like the little stuff that they said on the website. All right, here's Zon Wu. It's the Glory Shop troop. You're saying nerf the new boss? Is he too strong, like when you're against him or something? Yeah, I could see that being a thing, like people using it in PvP or something now. Alright, we got Zon Wu, 12 blue, brown, Shentang, Divine Beast, give armor to an ally and myself, then enchant and barrier us both. First thing I always think is like, will this be good with Rowan? I don't know. I mean, it is divine. It might go with like Commander Donhart or something. Doesn't seem too great, though. You got Arcane Shield trait stones. Go check all your troops. Make sure they're all traded out, fully traded. You can get as many as you want right now with just Glory. Make sure you get your Spoils of War. We got Shentang as our event key drop table. Let's check that out. Is Shentang good? You know what's coming soon, right? Adana's coming soon. I think Zalkari's coming soon. I think Whitehelm's coming soon. So you might want to not do Shentang, but we'll take a look at it. We have Huang Long, which is solid. Orchitis you can't get. You can't get this. You can't get that. Turquoise Emperor is not very good. TNE's old. It's like okay. So that's all you got. You got Huang Long, which is not a top 20. Not even a top 30. It's okay. It's like a B tier mythic. Because he's got 70% skull reduction, right? Which is really strong. He does damage to all enemies. And then there's a chance to do like 3 different things, including an extra turn. So it's good. It's just not awesome. probably should keep saving your event keys. And the rest of them, like, this isn't good, and this isn't good enough. The legendaries, you got Emperor Liang. Enchant a random ally in 4 or 5 gem match. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies of the matching color 50 life and 4 magic. He's okay. Raza, you get in the Underworld. Keelan's pretty good. Purple to red, brown to skull. Tian Long, okay. Yao Gui, pretty good. Cool thing about Shentang is if you miss, you still got some other good stuff here. You miss, there's like a net, like a crash pad. You know, Diviner's okay, Tuliao's okay, Ping Long is okay, Pandalista's pretty good early game, Moonrabbit's a good empowered converter. Tianlong's okay, Yao Gui's good. And then Emperor Liang is okay. It's not the worst kingdom ever because of the net, because of the crash pad of all the good troops if you miss, but I use event keys to target mythics, not everything else. And the mythics aren't good enough, and you don't get enough event keys, so you gotta keep saving. What else? We gotta do Underspire. I already started on my team just because I was bored this morning. I usually don't do that. I did Pandeskian Wand, Orchitis, Laraza, and Moonrabbit so far with my my high level team, if you have access to everything in the game. So mana generating weapon, exploding. Orchitis is a floral dragon, so it's really strong. Laraza's gonna do the storm, the madness storm. And then Moonrabbit will convert, get up the weapon. The weapon will get everybody else up. Pretty much going all in on Orchitis with a little bit of Laraza backup. Archmagus because of purple. 50% start in purple. Double purple blue. Minus green. Moonrabbit's empowered. It doesn't need green. Show it in action. It's just everything pretty much to get up the really strong dragon here. Need to put my Anu back on though. We got a little bit of this. Gets up the wand. Hopefully the wand then gets up the dragon, we hope. Pretty close. That 20% start, we would have had it. There we go. This is probably what I'm going to do. Let's put on our Anu to show it properly. That dragon, like, takes a lot of mana to fill, so 20% actually helps. Especially with no potions. We did Invasion, we did Soulforge, we did Event Key Drop Table, we looked at the shop. I didn't say what else was happening this week. We can do that next. Alright, do we have Moonrabbit? No. So if I don't have Moonrabbit, I'm looking for purple or yellow. Cast the weapon. Gets up the dragon. And we win. Let's do one more. Then I'll make, like, I usually only make like 2 Underspire teams, because I feel like beginners don't even do it, for real. Alright, yellow to blue. Don't really have it. Yellow, there we do. There we do. And cast this. Which gets up this. Cast that and win. Alright, highest level. 14. 16. That's what I'm going to use, y'all. MJK Jet says nerf the new boss. Jam Rix is here. Nerf Maelstrom. Yeah. I think it's good. It's good enough for people to say nerf it in the chat already, you know? That's how good it is. Alright, let's try to make a slightly lower level team. In case you're putting on your big boy or big girl pants and getting your Underspire done this week. Need to help you out. Weapons are just Shentang weapons. So most likely you're going to want to use them as mana generators. Not really a good damage dealing weapon. So we want to get our damage from the troops, hopefully. La Raza's like our only... I mean, you got Yao Gui. You got Tian Long. Keelan's decent. Could do like the... well... Do we have to... we don't have to use La Raza. We don't have to use the wand. We could use something else. Moon Rabbit, maybe. Could do Tian Long with Moon Rabbit. Do we have any other mana generating weapons? Cobaltine Wand. Alright, we need like one more damage dealer, at least. This would put up blue and purple. Right now we're putting up red and yellow, and we're changing blue to yellow, so... I think it may be Yao Gui. Purple to red. This puts red up, but... I almost want to use La Raza instead of this. I wonder if Yao Gui would go good. Then we don't have any yellow, though. Huh. I don't know. Let's try this and see what happens. I'm not sure if I like it or not yet. Let's see what happens here. Alright, what do we need? So, this turns purple to red. This puts up yellow and red. This is turning blue to yellow. Can we make any of those colors? We can make purple. And we use purple. Might try Thief. %, start purple storm. Banner. Green. Probably all in on that weapon. Just try to get it up. See what happens. This is just like a backup team in case you don't have the dragon. Even if you don't have the dragon, Huang Long, you could use Huang Long instead of the other dragon. So hopefully you have one of the two dragons. Kind of just go all in on those. And if you have Huang Long, you could put it in first slot. I'm hoping you have one of the two dragons. But if not, here's another team. I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens. Moon Rabbit's there to get up the dragon. This dragon. And that's about it, really. We don't have alignment. Let's do this. Okay, we're looking for blue to yellow, but we want an extra turn. Got a brown extra turn. Let's go ahead and cast our wand. Gets up Yao Gui. It's like you want alignment, but you don't have to have it. Like we got this right now, but we don't really need it. Let's try this. They're all just gonna die right now. I'm trying to see if it's a good team for later or not, but it's definitely good for early. Alright, we found the door. Blue to yellow. Nope. Alright, then we need green or blue. Got our wand. Do we have blue to yellow now? No. Any extra turns? Yes. Anything else? Not really. Let's do this. Right. Do we have Yao Gui? No. Let's do this. They're all just gonna die right now. It's hard to tell if it's a good combo or not. We'll do the harder. I'll do like 1 or 2 more fights. Blue to yellow. No.
Mana surge.
So far we haven't had... Well, I think we did. We had it once. Let's get this. Got this.
Mana surge.
Blue to yellow. Don't see it. Let's do this. We got everybody.
Mana surge.
We have a line. Ooh, nope, they stole it from me. Dang it. I was hoping to get Yao Gui alignment at least once. It's okay though, because we keep just killing them all with the dragon. Right, highest. Or it doesn't matter which way we go here. I'm gonna do one more. I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna see. You could almost put... You could almost put the dragon in first slot, just so, like, later on. Yeah, we could put that dragon in first slot, really. This is why I use the teams for a little bit, because I might think of something that makes it a little bit better as I play. Let's get yellow and brown, I guess. Really want blue or green. Blue or green, come on. Fine. Just killing everything right now. Alright, so let's switch it up. Let's put this in first slot. There's no reason not to. It's not blocking. You know, it's using yellow and purple. Neither one of these use yellow or purple. This thing has 30% skull reduction. And now the weapon could summon something in by not being in first slot, you know? Yao Gui could still catch red if it happens to get its alignment, purple to red. And the weapon's still catching all the blue and all the green being in second slot here, so it can get everybody else up. How's our medals? The medals are fine. Alright, one more fight now that we got it perfect. This is our mid team. Not the one I'm recommending, but if you happen to not have one of the 2 mythic dragons, use the legendary dragon. The answer is always dragons. Got this for once. Man, our troop's almost up already there. Just take skulls, I guess. Hey, they didn't die for once. It's up again. It's really easy to fill because it like enchants itself, and got the moon rabbit. Ah, dead end. Anyway, yeah, if you don't have like one of the 2 mythic dragons, maybe try this. So the moon rabbit changes blue to yellow to get up Tianlong. You cast Tianlong, it makes a mix of red and yellow. It hits all enemies, has 30% skull reduction, gains enchant when matching yellow, which is gonna happen. It's almost always enchanted. Puts red up there. You know, maybe it'll help Yao Gui, which transforms all purple gems to red. Hits really hard, hits 2 enemies really hard. It's almost like, so far Yao Gui has done nothing on this team though. So if you want to do something else, maybe 2 Tianlongs. You could do Tianlong, Cobalt Tianwan, Moon Rabbit, you know? Like right now that's almost what I want to do, but I'm trying to think way ahead. I'd rather have like a little bit of, you know, we got red on the team. This thing's throwing red up on the board. It could be easier to, later on, I think, to get a Yao Gui up than a second Tianlong. We did Thief for the Purple Storm, just to help this thing get up. and so we can convert purple to red. There's multiple reasons we did the 50% start for our hero. So, best I could do without a mythic dragon. But if you have it, use this. And if you don't have this, use that. And if you don't have either one, use this team right here. Anyway, that's pretty much everything, right? What else is going on this week? Jet says complaints will start appearing this weekend after Central Spire Citadel battle. Yep, you got that right. Classics here. Latest news. What else is going on this week? I'm looking at the calendar. So we got an invasion, right? We did that already. We went over it. We got 3 teams high, mid, and low at the beginning of the stream. It's a Shentang week. Shentang Underspire, Shentang Epic Trials, Shentang Weapons in the Soulforge. We got La Raza's Lair tomorrow, so that's a hard one. That's the last one I got to 500, I think, right? So I just did it, but we're going to do it again tomorrow, and it's not easy, I don't think, right? It was one of the harder ones, huh? Lots of randomness, if I remember correctly. La Raza's Lair was the last one Cool got to 500. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. One of the hardest ones now, I'm pretty sure. You got Liang's Panda, or whatever it is, on Wednesday, pet. Thursday, we got Monk class event. Monk is pretty good. It's just kind of like Sentinel. It's one of those good classes that you just never find a chance to use, but you know it's good type of deal. And then this weekend, we have Bounty event. It's a really, really good single-player event. You get lots of orbs, really good reward, like other rewards, and it's super easy and super not the fastest, but it's pretty easy to get it all the way done if you do it right with like Tesla or Chrysantherax or something, and 3 bounty troops at the bounty captain. If you have enough gems to buy up to tier 4 or 5, it goes pretty quick and you get really good loot. At least potential loot. You know how it goes with orbs. Bounty gives you a ton of orbs, but you could open them all and they could all be green. But you could also open them all and they could all be glory orbs and minion orbs and whatever you want. So you gotta, it's like, you gotta go get them. Especially if you need Maelstrom Dagonoth and ZUUL'Goth and CT. Like, if you're not chasing every single orb in the game that you can possibly chase, that's why you don't have ZUUL'Goth or Dagonoth or CT. That's how you're missing, like, power orbs and stuff like that, because you're not chasing every orb in the game. There's no orbs in Explore 12, right? Just for example. No orbs in Explore 12 at all. There's no orbs in Treasure Hunt, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be doing the thing. You're supposed to be doing... Like, right now, you're supposed to be doing the guild event, Invasion, and guess what's in there? Orbs. All kinds of good stuff. Dragonite, orbs, keys, gems. This is where they're at. If you somehow don't have enough power orbs to craft the new awesome boss troop, consider doing, like, the events that they put into the game instead of whatever you want to do, like explore treasure hunt or something. And then Underspire, you know, the rewards for this is really good. All the dragons, big gold knockers, regular, like, orange orbs. There's lots of orbs. You get the bronze one, the silver one, the gold one, the orange one. Might even get a blue one. There's orbs all over the Underspire, too. And then the bounty this weekend has a ton of orbs. Vault event you just did. Opening keys, you get tons of orbs. Like, get those orbs, man. The orbs are good even if you don't need the boss troops. Because you're going to need glory orbs at the end of the game. Everybody does. Minion orbs you're going to need for fully ascending pets. Way easier than doing pet rescues. Purple orbs, if you don't have every troop in the game, will give you just more guild seals to open more chests. Yeah, and just like the orange ones are trait stones, the blue ones are ascending troops, the green ones are souls. So get those orbs. That's why they put them in every event, because it's a good thing to be going after. Then they make an awesome boss troop, and that's what how you get it. If I was gonna craft a second one right now, I'd have to craft some power orbs. And how do I make power orbs? I gotta have 3 green, 3 blue, and 3 orange. How do you make an orange? You gotta have 4 of the smaller orange. How do you make a green? You gotta have 20 of the green, the smaller green. How do you make blue? You gotta have 4 of the smaller blue. So it's always worth getting these so you can change them into power orbs at least, and make stuff like Maelstrom Dagonoth and ZUUL'Goth and CT. Really strong instant kill troops that need to be nerfed or whatever. I wanna, I almost wanna like 2030 another kingdom on here. I don't know if I could do it though. What was it, Mista Scales I was working on? Just gotta get 3 more. Oh, we gotta do epic trials, but I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I really wanna. Like, I was gonna do Sledge Paw, right? See our lower ones. I got some more medals through the Vault event. Mist Stalker. Let's see if we can do this one. Okay. So I got. Alright. I probably should do this, right? I think I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm gonna get close. It's the one I'm working on, so. Do this, I guess. I want to have 10 kingdoms 2030, so I remember it. It's easier to remember 10. And I don't need Arania for anything. Let's just use it. Alright, I need 2 more. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do like a legendary. Like, I've been talking about maybe doing Sledge Paw, so let's just do it. Once you get to super high level and you got everything else already gold deleted that could use the stats from being gold deleted, you're gonna do mythics first, of course, but getting stats from kingdom level and power, that's what I'm using these on now, pretty much. Like, helping me get stats from kingdom level and power. Alright, let's try to do 1 more with medals now, because I don't want to use up too many orbs, because I really want to use those on mythics. Because mythics are way harder to get gold deleted, you know? So you really want to use orbs. Let's do Marsh Strangler. I'm probably going to do this. Make sure you keep enough for your global. I am gonna do this. No, 2030 in Kingdoms is something. It's not gonna happen like every week. It's something you kind of work on, and it happens like once a month or like towards the end of the game. So the fact that I'm even doing this right now is pretty cool, because I just did this like a week or 2 ago. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough because I'm on 29. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's gonna make me do 5 more. Dang. It is to get a stat though. It is to get a stat though. I could do Basilisk. That's 1. Maybe I already did Marilith. I don't know, should I just do it? I mean, it's the only thing I need medals and orbs for anyway, right? I might do 3 guard now before it like won't even be 33%. I gotta do 5 though. Maybe after this kingdom I'll save up a bit instead of wasting orbs. Do 2 of these, I guess. And then 1 of these. Alright, so that's Fang Blade. I need 4 more. Ugh. I'll just see how many I can do with medals first, and then we'll go from there. All the way down. We got Amaru. Alright, I could do 3 guard. I think this is gonna be like, I'm not gonna be able to do this soon, so I might as well do it while I can, I feel. Okay, now I can't use any more guard. I need 3 of them for the game. Uh-oh. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Wonder if I should even do that. I guess. Got 3 Yasmin still. For my globals. Alright, now I got 3 Orpheus. We're getting down. I'm trying to get this Kingdom 2030. Three more to go. Can I do 1 more freaking troop with medals? Can I? I don't know. It's gonna be close. What do we got? We got Were-Rat. See how it's 11% now? I'm glad I did that last time. Because I could not use guard this time, you know what I mean? And I'd have to use seasons, I don't know. I could probably do it, but it might waste a medal. But it'll save me an orb, I guess. Okay, I can't use any more seasons. I need 3 of them. So I guess I'll use an Anu. That's expensive, but probably better than an orb. You only need 1 Anu, by the way. 1 global Anu. Alright, so I'm out of medals now. I can't do anything else with medals. And I still gotta do 2 more, so I'm gonna have to use orbs. I got it. Of course I got it. It's just like I'm thinking ahead. Making sure I want to do this or not, you know. Alright, let's just do it, y'all. I only gotta do 2 more, so I'll waste the orbs. I'll still have 15 big gold knockers. And I can get 2 more this week. And who else? I guess I have to do the world. I mean, it's legendary. Even though it sucks and I'm never going to use it. Viper's not... Oh, Viper's legendary. Guess I'll do that. At least I'm doing legendaries, right? Prefer mythics, but this is to get a stat for my whole account for everything I do in the game. And, like, the only thing really I got left to do in the game is the 2030 Kingdoms, so it's kind of my main goal. Bang! Got it. Now I gotta pick the next one I'm gonna work on. So I always do level first and then power, because you need level for power, but you don't need power for level, right? How many? I'm gonna make sure I have 10 now. Okay, I got 1. 2030 maxed out. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Do I only have 9? Maybe only 9. Uh-oh. I got 1. It's hard to count when it's kingdoms, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might have forgot Drifting Sands. 9, 10. I think I have 10. Let's count one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I count this? 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have 10 now. 10 Kingdoms 2030, let's go! Alright, I gotta pick the next one I'm gonna do, which I would look at my books and my deeds and stuff, and that would tell me which one to do next. Like, which color to do next, you know? Here we go. So I got 24 brown books, 23 yellow books. I Got 180 brown deeds and 265 yellow deeds. So, what is that? 5 books right there. 5 deeds of air. 5. I can make 5 books out of those deeds. So I'd have 28. 28, you need 30. I'm 2 books shy for that one. So I have 28 on that one. And this one I have... I can make 3 books, so I only have 27. So I would go with yellow next, because I'm closest. I need to find a yellow kingdom that I want to do. This is towards the end when you already did, like, magic, and you already did Karakoth, and then Zal'Kari, and then, like, a whole nother magic kingdom, and... Of course, magic's most important, but then you kind of do the path of least resistance after that. So I need, like, a yellow kingdom I'm going to do next. How do you tell what color they are? This one's brown, right? Says up top there. This one's probably brown. Yep. It's a yellow kingdom I should do. It's got to be an older kingdom. Like, you kind of want it to be an older kingdom, as they're easier to do. Like, newer kingdoms have less troops, less weapons. Dragon's Claw is red. I want, like, an older kingdom that's yellow. Maybe Divinian Fields. I wonder what the stat... What's the stat? It's HP. That's like the worst stat, though. Yellow. This is purple, huh? Suncrest, maybe? Either Suncrest or Divinian Fields. The Honest Empire is blue. Cinemirage is not... is red, so it doesn't matter. So Suncrest, Divinian Fields. This one gives me attack, so that's the one I would lean towards, like offensive stats, especially HP. Like attack, magic, armor, I think are better than HP. Usually. Thinking Suncrest, like let me know if you think I'm wrong and I should do a different one. We got Shentang. Shentang's like... is HP. So Divinian Fields and Shentang are HP. And then you got Suncrest, which is attack. I'm leaning towards Suncrest. Bright Forest is green. What other yellow kingdoms are there? Like, they're probably... This one's red. That one's yellow, and Adana's pretty old. And it has awesome troops. And it's armor. Maybe Adana. Now I'm thinking Adana. Adana. Got Pan's Veil, maybe? That's HP, though. Thinking Adana. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Adana is my number 1, and then Suncrest is my number 2, which is attack. Adana's armor and has like all those awesome like Tesla, Tina, and it's an older kingdom too. So I think Adana would be the right answer for me. But I'm gonna check the chat, see what y'all are saying, because it's like a thing I have to decide and then go all in on, and I don't want to make a wrong choice. Let's see what y'all are saying. Dang, 22 kingdoms, Tyrion? How's it going, man? Welcome to the party, pal. Crafted 4 of the boss troop? Nice. I'm thinking about getting 2 for sure. I think Triton with 2 of those with a really good mana generating weapon would be good. Like, it's the first boss troop you can 50% start. Did you notice that? And then it has an extra turn on it, like guaranteed extra turn. Yeah, I think it's gonna... It might get nerfed. It might be too good. Once a month? I mean, like right now. Yeah, maybe not that fast. You're right. 30 to 60 days if you're pushing PvP and spending money like me. Probably... Yeah. I saved up for quite a while, so you're right. A lot of luck with random books while collecting what you can from other events. 2 weeks of not getting one random red. I needed only to get red from the campaign second screen instead. Whoop whoop. Mist was the kingdom I maxed last week. Oh, nice. Whitehelm, Suncrest, Shentang, Drifting Sands. What do you think, Tyrion? I'm thinking, Adana. I already did Whitehelm. I already did Drifting Sands. So it's between Adana, Suncrest, and Shentang, really. I'm thinking Adana, dude. Because of all the good troops here. It's armor. It's an older kingdom. But being an older kingdom, it can probably be power 30'd. Like, a newer kingdom is harder to power 30, right? So you don't want to be, like, working on Valpakia or Midnight or Nexus or any of those newer kingdoms because they have less troops, less weapons, less pets. They've been around less time, so they're harder to get power to 30. So remember, you're going to have to, like, have a certain amount of pets, a certain amount of weapons, a certain amount of mythics, and then you're going to have to gold elite 20 mythic, or 20 troops. I'm going to go with Adana, I think, unless somebody says different. So I'd start working on it, because I'm like going all in on Adana right now. I don't like spread out. I'm not going to use Imperial Deeds on other kingdoms when I'm trying to get a stat here. So let's go ahead and do it. It's 2 million gold, 20 yellow books, and 19 Imperial Deeds to get to level 19. Alright, now I got to get the rest. I need 7 more books. I'm going to go ahead and change my yellow deeds into books. Well, I don't know. Should I or should I wait? Yeah, I probably should. I'm already going all in, so. Most things I'm blocked on are like this kind of stuff. Which I don't care about power until I get level done anyway. So I can collect, I'll be collecting medals and orbs while I'm collecting these books. Because, like, power here, I'm not going to get a stat until I have it all the way to 30 anyway. And that's all I care about is the stat, really, here. So, it's not like I get a stat on 25 or 26 or 27 or 28 or 29. So, I really just want 30, and then I get all this stuff, too. It's not like I don't like this stuff. I do like this stuff, but I'm not worrying about it until I get 30. Then I'll get everything. But I'm so close to level, I'm working on that mostly. So I need 10 yellow books. I can go get 5 right now. I'll have 8. I'll just need 2 more. I wonder how many writs I got. Probably not too many, because I actually use them sometimes. I can only make 19 yellow deeds. Make 5 books here. I need what? I need 10 more deeds. No. I need 35 more deeds to make another book. And I can only make 19, so. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it where it is right now. Because I might get a yellow book from PvP or something. And I don't want to, like, use my writs. Trying to think ahead a little bit, you know. If I do this, I'm using jewels and writs. If I do this, I'm using jewels and deeds. And there's pretty much, like, right now, no matter, like, if I use everything I got, I'm still going to be short by, like, 2 yellow books. So I'd probably wait until I could do it for sure, like, all the way. Because I could still get yellow books from PvP, maybe. Let's go see. If I even have any. Alright, I can get 2 right now. What if I get 2 right now? 2 yellow books back to back. There's no freaking way that's going to happen. But I could then I'd have another stat. I'd get another kingdom to 20. There's no way I can get it to 30, but unless I used every single orb I have. Then maybe. But I don't like doing that, because I want to have orbs just in case. Something awesome comes into the game, like Chrysanthrax, I want to be able to gold elite it. You know, maybe Maelstrom Dagonoth. I don't think he's a real good candidate for being gold elite because he just instant kills. But, you know, if a really good troops comes into the game, you want to be able to have enough orbs to gold elite it, so it's even better. Like, you give it more stats. So I wouldn't like want to run myself all the way to 0 on gold elite orbs. But it'd be kind of cool if I got 2 yellow books right here. So really what I want, yellow, and then I think brown is like the next one I'm going to do. So yellow's what I want. Brown would be cool, and then purple's always welcome. So I want brown, yellow, or purple here. Come on. Especially yellow. Ah, we got green. Green's not bad, though. Probably my 4th choice. And we got brown, so we're pretty close to the next one we're going to do. Because brown was my 2nd most. And now I have a whole nother brown book, so I'm going to need them all. So every color, I wouldn't care if I got red or blue there. Like, I'm still going to need it. Still got a bunch of kingdoms to do. But getting all your kingdoms 2030 is kind of like getting all your factions to 500. But even harder and better. Anyway, is there anything else? Epic Trials? Let's take a look, and then let me know if I forgot anything. You could look at the campaign tasks, maybe. I think they are a little bit different now, right? We got Wu Hao, Hound of Liang, Ping Long, and Emperor Liang. If you don't have this done, gives you a fully ascended pet for Shentang. And it's like half price. And this is something you can get done and you'll never have to do it again. So really smart to be getting this all the way done. And you can just check it off and you never have to think about it again. So Wu Hao is enchant an ally and give 3 magic to them. Then create 12 gems of one of their mana colors. Hound of Liang, explode a gem and deal scatter damage. If Emperor Liang is on my team, barrier the first 2 allies. And he is on our team, so we could keep our first 2 slots barriered. Ping Long does damage to all enemies, boosted by enchanted allies. And then Emperor Liang, destroy all gems of a chosen color, give all allies of the matching color 58 life and 4 magic. This one doesn't really, like, what's the strategy here? Enchant an ally and give 3 magic to them. I might want to give magic to Ping Long. Hound of Liang is a barrier. So we keep Wu Hao barriered. So it doesn't die. Wu Hao gives magic to Ping Long. Ping Long does damage boosted by enchanted allies. This enchants an ally. This enchants a random ally in 4 or 5 gem match. This can give 4 magic. As long as we cast on yellow or red, it'll go to Ping Long. I really need to cast this on yellow, most likely. So that would be the strat. I'm not going to run it unless somebody really wants me to, but just keep your barrier up. Give magic to Ping Long. Cast Emperor Liang on yellow. If there's like barely any yellow, do red. Like, try to give as much magic as you can to Ping Long and then fire it off. And do damage to all enemies. So yeah. Keep barrier up. Give magic to Ping Long. That's the strat. Pandeska Guard. This thing's a little bit annoying. This thing just explodes skulls. That's not bad. Transforming. This does do true damage. That kind of sucks. You could lose a troop maybe. Enemy team isn't horrible, but it's not a pushover either. Anyway, hopefully, if you have any trouble, let me know and I'll run it tomorrow. If anybody out there is doing their epic trials today or tomorrow or this week, and you really want me to run it, I'll do it tomorrow maybe. But I think I'm going to call it for today. Special super duper shout out to Sana, Chad, and Anita. Out there swinging, doing underdoggies, kicking their croc to the moon, jumping, seeing who could jump the furthest, twisting up the swing and going in circles and throwing up, passing out. They're having a party out there on the playground, sliding down the slide, jumping off the freaking swing, sliding down the slide, all in one fell swoop. So yeah, shout out to Sana, Anita, and Chad for keeping everything going. The lights on, the doors open, the train are running. Top fans today, we had Chad the Clip Mom at number 1, the 175 experience. And we had a big old tie for number 2. Anita, CCR, and Daniel Lucas were all in 2nd place today. That's just based on chatting and maybe hitting like and leaving super chats and super thanks and stuff like that. So, good job. top fans. Chad, Daniel, Lucas, CCR, Anita. Anything else? My chat is being slow. Alright. Hey, Florian. Hi, Florian. Bye, Florian. I just 2030'd another kingdom. That was cool. We just got an awesome new boss troop that I might get 2 of. We tried it out a little bit. Pharaoh Cafruz on the Soulforge. You got the easiest guild event right now. So everything's looking up this week. Easy guild event. Pharaoh Cafru in the Soulforge. Awesome boss troop in the Soulforge. I just 2030'd the kingdom. We just had the vault event. So everything looking up right now, you know? Tomorrow we're going to do La Raza's Lair. High, mid, low, and Deathless and Pure 500 live on stream. And it's a hard one. So if you want to see some difficulty and high-end gameplay where I might lose, come through tomorrow. Maybe we'll think of some more boss teams for tomorrow. Maybe I tweak a couple of my teams for Invasion or Underspire. You never know. So I got to stay tuned. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So stay tuned. I'll see y'all. Have a good one. Thank you so much. You're the best. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Get up on the channel down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me today. Anita, Daniel, Lucas, CCR, Florian, Tyrion Shark, MJK Jets. We got Tyrion. We got Classic, EverQuest, JM Ricks, Yoke the Ham. We got Daniel, Yoke, CCR, Anita. Livewire in Hawaii surfing. Anita gave Livewire a gifted. We got Arglablarg. Arglablarg was here today. Love seeing new names. You know how awesome that is when you see new people? And then they keep coming back and coming back and coming back. I love to see all my OG centers, of course, but we got to have a mixture of both. It's like tent poles. You got to have one of each. You know? We got to have new people too. So shout out to that. It always tickles my pickle. Chad was here, of course. Weezaman was back in the house. Ron Nolan was here today. Weezaman was back in the house today, y'all. My chat's being really stupid, so that's probably where I'm gonna call it. Funky Town, Texas. Alright. I think CCR was first, Funky Town was second, and Daniel was third, as far as, like, getting here first. And I'm trying to go to the bottom of the chat, and it's not wanting to let me. Weird. Alright. Take care, Anita. Cheers, Daniel. Have a great day, CCR. Hi and bye, Florian. Peace out, Tyrion. Later, Jets. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much.